Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for May 28, 2019. Today we're going to take a look at the EURUSD, the euro, versus the US dollar for today's trade analysis. The first thing to, of course, recognize here is that overall for quite a long time, we go back looking about a year ago, back into May of 2018, we have been in a downtrend. Now, just because we're in a downtrend doesn't mean there's not periods that the market went up. There are many periods within this year that the market went up instead of down. But overall, I would say still the price is bearish and down. As we can see, the price a year ago was way up into the 119s, and today it's down into the 111s. So overall, it's been in a downtrend. However, there are some clues that we can look at that may tell us that maybe there's some little bit of a bounce, a little bit of pullback, retracement, or reversal here on this currency pair. Something we began looking at last week in the live trade room. But first off, again, downtrend, black trend line, longer trend line, blue trend line, shorter trend line, all of it relatively pointing to a bearish trend. But I think there's some evidence that we can look at. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. And something we observed last week in the trade room, and I think it bears noting, is we have seen somewhat of a double bottom develop here on the euro dollar. Down here where I just put the two green circles, we touched down here over the past couple of weeks. We've touched down to 111.30, 111.10 twice. Pretty close to the same price, 111.10 at the bottom, and it touched down there twice. So creating somewhat of a double bottom. A double bottom, of course, could signal a potential reversal as the market is trying to turn this currency pair back higher. Now, we've seen this before, and again, I can highlight probably multiple times where it came to a double bottom, had short-term reversal like this longer green circle, had hit this area here, had a short-term reversal, and then returned to the long-term downtrend. So we have to be wary and cautious of that. But I think this is an interesting situation with these two bottoms here, and with the US dollar reaching a resistance high. We'll look at that in the trade room later today. The US dollar reaching a resistance high last week and somewhat starting a signs of reversal there as well. Again, trade room later today, we'll take a look at the dollar, but that's an interesting situation. The double bottom here, of course, the blue trend line still well intact into the downtrend. Let's not forget about that. Was something we need to remember and keep in the back of our minds in case the market does break support and start moving lower. So right now, let's go ahead and zoom it in on our intraday support and resistance. Where will we make our trading decisions? If we're going to buy, where would we do it? If we're going to sell the longer term trend, where would we do it? And I think it's pretty easy to see today that the blue zone right here at 111.7560 is our support. It's already today found support there into 111.75. The low of today's candle has already been there. So if we're going to buy, the closer we can get there improves our risk reward. And if we're going to sell, the closer we would get to the pink zone in the direction of the trend would improve our risk reward. Our risk at selling the pink zone is that it breaks the blue trend line pink zone and goes higher. The risk at buying the blue zone is that it breaks the blue zone and goes lower. So whether you're going to trade the long-term trend and continue to sell the euro dollar, or whether you're looking for further evidence of reversal from the double bottom, we now know, at least on the intraday, where we're going to make those trading decisions. Something you can consider is historical price action that tells us that these are significant trading decision points. And I do like this area right here. Let me make this a little bit of a box so we can see this better. Let's make it a black box. And as you look at it here inside the black box, for this period here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. This is an 8-day period inside this black box that the market bounced around between the pink and the blue zone. So if there's any evidence that I can give you that the pink and the blue zone are significant, there you go. Both sides of it, we're looking at the pink and the blue zone. So again, I think if you're going to buy in consideration of potential reversal from the double bottom, you would want to do it closer to the blue zone or above the pink zone. And if you're going to sell the long-term direction of the trend, considering the blue trend line and the blue pink shaded area as your opportunity to do so for the euro dollar today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.